Hey, welcome back to M Hood Fishing, everybody. Today I'm out in Fort Jackson fishing with a subscriber, Patrick, from New Jersey. As some of you may know, but some of you may not know, I've had food poisoning this week, so I'm feeling a lot better today, and him and I are going to do some cool fishing down here, just like it says in the description, well, in the title, that would be, we are going to fish with Stingray, but we're also going to fish with other things as well. Look how low it is here. So I have a Stingray that I've had in my freezer for a little bit. It's still thawing out. It's a small one. Now, Stingray is a really popular bait for shark. Today we're going to target catfish with it, but we might get shark as well. All right, look at this. Not too big, not too small. It's good for bait. What we're going to do, once it thaws, we're going to cut the wings off and get chunks off that. So Fort Jackson is just south of Empire, Buraz. It's right in there. The boat is right here. We're pretty much in a part of the boat. So the Gulf is not far off. River is really low. It's around 4 feet, 4.5. That's what the gauge up in New Orleans says. So it's really low, as you can see. Look at this. So this is a spot where previously this year I've caught a lot of donkeys, and a little further past here is where I caught bull shark in the river. And a little bit behind us going this way, I've done a lot of sessions catching catfish as well with other people. So let's come over here. I have to walk down the beach a little bit to get to stable ground. This is mud right here, but coming a little bit past it is sand. It's pretty hard pack. I'm not going to sink when I walk out to it. This is that area where I have this really steep, brutal drop off, which might be an undercut as well. You can kind of see it. If you were here, maybe you'd see the line. You see the bottom here and you go a little bit out and you see a dark line. The drop off is not far. Ooh, look at this. Since I've been here, that's been going on. Watch it for a second, it might get even more. It's just bait everywhere. There's mullet and there's stuff hitting them. Wow. I want to get some fresh mullet. I'm gonna fish Stingray, but he's got other rods. Let's get some mullet. I actually see mullet right in front of me. I see him swimming around in the shallow. At this point, the drop off is a little further, but I can see it. There we go. Looks like I got quite a few in that one net. Not like tons, but enough. Got enough to do something. Looks like about 4 or 5 medium-sized mullet right there. That is a very good start. Oh, yeah. 5 of them, that's enough for now. I think this is thawed enough to cut it up. I'm gonna start with scissors. I like Stingray. I've never used it for catfish though. But when I get a little one like this, in my experience, I don't have to really do much to freeze it. Like, I don't have to vacuum pack it. I just put it in a grocery bag and throw it in the freezer. And then when I thaw it and cut it up, it's still like before I froze it. Holds up pretty good in the freezer. This is what we're starting with. Look how it's pretty thick and then thin. This is towards the end of the wing. I have an 8/0 style octopus circle hook here. We're going to work that hook through. This is a really tough bait. There we go. See how we have it just through one bit of the skin there and not the other side here? That's fine. This is really thick. This is going to stay on. There we go. We're going to try that right off. As you see, I've only brought out 1 rod. He's got 2. This is one of my 12 footers. This is my Daiwa beef stick with my Daiwa BG on there. We're rocking out with 80-pound braid on there today. Sinker slide over here. 3 ounces of lead is what I'm using. I think he's using 4. Of course, my leader is mono, and that is 50-pound mono right there. I'm gonna walk out a good ways not so far as to where I'm right on the edge of the drop off, because it could be an undercut, and if it is, I don't want to go right out to it because I don't want anything collapsing, but I don't want to cast from way back there. So in the past, I fished this hole further that way, right? And the drop off is more brutal over there, but I was getting a lot of fish when my baits were over there, but not so much when my baits were out this way. So the theory is that this hole is deep right over in there, and then you go further that way, it shallows up, and then over this way where the drop off isn't so brutal is maybe where it begins. So in theory, catfish are not always going to be in the deepest part of a hole. It's usually something we talk about in winter, but it can be true all year round. Catfish are going to hang out in a place where it's more productive to pick up baits, and that's either at the beginning of the hole or the end of it, somewhere within there. Sometimes they'll be in the deepest part, but not always. Make sure my drag is good. I don't want it super tight, but I want it to have a little play.
Yeah, you can see right where that drop off's at.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was that close.
Yeah. You're getting a hit right here on this middle rod. There it goes. I'm still getting a slack line here as my lead drifts. We're gonna have to keep an eye on everything. Let's go ahead and get the cast net. Is that not a big fish?
Nah, I don't think so, boy.
All right. It's kind of early afternoon still right now. But that is good that we had a hit on. We haven't had our baits wet for very long here. I keep turning around looking at that rod. Oh, it came off?
Yeah.
Well,
Get that drop off.
I'm getting a hit. I just came up from his he just lost that fish. We're getting a hit right here. This is good. This might not be a big fish. It's hitting kind of small. When the river is low and it's green like it is, there could be a lot of gaff top, sailfin, which is a brackish saltwater type cat that is common in this part of the river when the salinity count is high. They do get of a decent size, but it's more common to find them at a smaller size. You on again?
Yeah.
He's on again. I'm gonna stay by this rod and let whatever he's got play out till I'm needed over there, because I am getting hit right here. It's on like Donkey Kong, isn't it?
Oh yeah. Feels nicer. Definitely feels nicer.
Yeah.
Doubled up?
We might be. I'm gonna come out a little ways. I don't feel anything yet so much. I'm gonna slow down because he's at the drop off. I don't know if he's, I lost him. I bet it was just a small fish. Could be a gar too. You still on? Let me come over here and get the net and help you out. What is going on? Is he still there or are you stuck?
Yeah, he's right here. I see him.
Okay. Oh, there he goes. That looks like a gaff top. That's a good size gaff top.
Oh, hell yeah.
What did I tell you? We're probably going to suffer through a lot of these, but at least they're not really small. Wow.
Holy moly.
That is a decent, these you can eat. They're very edible. They'll take on whatever flavor you cook them with. All right. Ugh. This is Patrick's first gaff top, first sailfin. For your first sailfin, that's a good size.
Hell yeah, dude. That's a nice one, man. There he goes.
Look how close we are to the drop-off, guys. It's right here. This fish is about to disappear over it. There he goes. Checking this out to make sure it's still good. I think I'm gonna try and go ahead and hook through both pieces of skin this time. That was probably a smaller gaff top that I'm spooking mullet right here. It was probably a smaller gaff top that I just lost. But hopefully we get into some other things other than gaff tops. We want to catch some big blues. I would love to do another bull shark because the river is just ready for it. Nice cast. That went out good distance. You getting hit again? All right, guys, I'm going to point out a pro tip here. When you're fishing on a beach with these sand spikes, every time you get a nice big hit, big fish, and after you're done and you're ready to cast back out, always check the stability of the sand spike. Like this one, it could be redone. All right, I'm going to lay the rod down and put this in more straight, because if it's leaning forward too much or it's too loose, it's going to end up leaning forward, and you could end up with a bottle rocket situation, and you don't want that. Whoa, that was awesome. That just hit like nothing, like no one's business. We're gonna go ahead and come out into the water closer to the drop off. That hit like, whoa, it's just, whoa, muscle. Whoa. If this is a gaff top, he's got a refrigerator strapped to his back. He's coming up over a drop off right now, so he might lighten up here in a little bit. It might be on slim fast. Yeah, he's losing some strength and some weight right here, but still, oh, this is where I gotta take it easy, because he just hit the wall. Either that or he got into the Miata and shut the door. We're probably bringing them out from under an undercut, possibly. Let's just take it easy here, relax. Let this fish get some confidence and back off this a little bit. I'm gonna pick up the line, put some tension on it a little bit, see if I can figure out where he's at, what he's doing. Hopefully I got a solid hookup that will survive the circumstances that we're in right now, the conditions that we have down here. I could horse him up. I might lose my patience and do that. Let's see if I could possibly walk this way and make this situation any better. I don't know. It could be anything. It could be a log right embedded in the sand and he's got under it or something. It's just, we have hit a roadblock here, people. It's not uncommon for this spot. I've been in this situation before. If you think I'm talking too much, well, it's because I got to steady my nerves and let you know what's going on. This is not a good place to be. It feels like a decent fish and I could lose him in whatever this is. One of the things you can do is just, like I said, relax, but we're gonna back off. Open the bail. I'm walking back up to where the sand spike is. And we're just gonna have to wait it out. Here we are, a place I don't like to be. Could be a big fish on here. At least we know that something really loves this bait because it hit it like crazy. But now I just have to wait. He might be on. Did you just feel the head shake?
Yeah.
So I'm still waiting on this fish over here. At this point, I might just start horsing on that line, see if I can get him up, but let's see what's up with this. This might be a decent fish, Patrick.
It may be, Mark. Ooh.
You might want to come closer. Try to keep him high in the column though.
For sure.
Look at that bend.
Get out of there. Get out of there. Oh, shit. There's the brick wall.
He hit it, huh? He hit the wall.
See, there's definitely an undercut.
Yeah, undercut for sure.
There it goes.
You can see the drop off right here, guys. Hopefully there's not like a bunch of dead space under where we're standing. He's coming, there he goes.
Looks like a little guy.
Another gaff top. Almost the same size, a little smaller than that first one.
Yeah, a little small.
Time to get horsing here. Let's see. I probably don't have this fish anymore. I'm gonna try walking downriver, see if I can pull out of this. Got it out. Still have my bait. I'm gonna try this position one more time. If the same scenario happens, I'm gonna change the position of the rod. Came off?
Came off.
Oh. Oh, here I go. I just got a nice hit. Let's wait and see. Are you on?
Yeah.
Whatever is at that bait is still around it. Probably a small gaff top. I'm talking about mine. Well, he's into a good fight. Up.
Oh, yeah.
I'm getting a bite and then I'm getting one on this, on his other rod. I'm just gonna kind of hang out in this general area in case chaos happens. I don't want to be way over there when one of these rods is getting into the bottle rocket position, but you might actually be into this line. I don't know if there's a fish. Oh, shoot. I don't know if he's into the, you got it? Come get this one. You got one here.
Grab it, grab it. Got him?
I think so. I'll let you take over though. Yeah.
Just take off on this one. Mark, you're getting hit on you.
Take this from me.
Okay.
Keep a tight line. I don't see anything yet. There's probably something around my bait though. We probably just have a huge school of gaff top hanging out in this area. There's bound to be other things such as blue cats, possibly bull shark. Yeah, I'm getting a little tap tap. Hopefully he doesn't lose this second fish at that drop off. It can be a heartbreak place to fish. You can get some really big ones out of here, but it can be difficult to get them out of here, even no matter what size. It can be difficult to get a small one out of here for some people. Another gaff over there. Oh, that looks like a decent size one though.
Yeah, it's a good one.
So I just wanted to bring this up to check the bait and possibly switch to mullet to see if we get a better thing. And either my line is cutting into the bank or I have a fish here. I don't feel any resistance. I just feels like I'm bringing in a sack of potatoes here. Oh, wow. What do you know? I did have a fish, and look at that. There's a bait ball of mullet right over there. I had no idea. There's the first fish on the Stingray. Let's try mullet now. All right, we're gonna do, come here, a head. We're gonna do a head with a bit of the body left on it. Still, ooh, still a lot of mullet out here. I think the tide might be going out because it's getting a little low. Hadn't been a lot of river traffic today so far. Nice. There you go. There's a nice hit.
Oh yeah, looks like he's holding.
Yeah. I'm gonna wait for him to really take it down.
I think we got a crazy tangle.
Is it mine or one of yours?
Both of mine, I think. Oh boy. Oh boy.
That was a bit of a deep hook. I don't know. That might be.
Watch out for that drop off. It's right here.
Oh yeah, I see it. I don't know if this fish is gonna make it. Let me see. There he goes. Yeah, that, oh, run, run, run!
Oh yeah.
A little better? Right now it is, huh?
Might be another gap.
Maybe. I'm scared to be this far from my rod, but I want to get over here and see. I bet it's a gaff, but this whole time, this whole session, we're like just wishing and hoping for something different. But we are catching fish. He's doing better than me. I might come over to the other side of him. He hit the wall, huh?
Yep, brick wall.
Are you there? Oh man, I don't know. Massive hits, but I don't feel anything. Yep, it's a gaff top he just pulled in. What's it feel like?
Gaff top for sure.
There's a lot more people here now, guys, and I'm in that zone where I'm worried about copyright strikes because people are playing music. Yep. Another gaff. Let's see, what is it?
Or a hard head?
Yeah, it's a hard head. I just caught this decent gaff top and I'm really in a bad mood, so we're going to rectify that. Couldn't film the retrieval of this fish because someone's blasting Sublime down where I just caught it. We're a little bit out of distance, we're a little bit out of range of the music here. He's bleeding a little bit. Let me look in there and see what's going on. He might not make it. We might have a keeper here. Whew, look at the Kool-Aid coming out. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to have this for dinner. It is after 7. We've moved a little bit upriver, but not much, just enough to be away from the guys who seem to love Sublime too much, so we don't have to hear the music. But it's a different part of this hole. I'm still rocking out with a big 8/0, and we're still using mullet right now. I might switch back to the Stingray. I want to see if I can get a big fish out of here. I could drop my hook size down and have plenty of hookups with the gaff top, but I'm not here to catch small gaff top though. I am bringing one home because it wasn't gonna make it. Here at this section that we're fishing, it's a little muddy when we walk out. So, but let's see if we do any different here.
Come on.
We're getting a tap on, again, on one of Patrick's rods. Sometimes you come fishing with me and I'm the only guy who catches fish. Other times you come fishing with me and you're the only guy who catches fish. But these are species you've never caught before. So he's gonna be with me for the next few days a little bit. So maybe we'll get some other species he's never caught. But until then, I want to get out of the gaff top zone. It's like being in the friend zone. It sucks. We might be into another silverback here. Got him. It's another silverback.
Lost my weight.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
You're just coming right into the mud there. Well, at least this one didn't swallow the hook. Well, it's got a nice size head here. A nice silverback, nice gaff top.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're right. That one's gonna go back.
Oh yeah.
Guess what? He's hauling in. I don't want to go out in the mud. Is that another gaff top?
Yes, I may have your line or someone's line. Might be my line. I don't know. We got a nightmare going on.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, that looks like my line for sure. All right, guys. Well, guys, here's my stuff, and he's still over there with someone else's line. It's either his other rod or someone else's line. We've been, oh, your other rod is gone. Maybe you do have your line. Whoa, look at this spaghetti. Oh, man. I tell you what, guys, it is past sunset, and we're going to call it right here. It's just been a lot of action, right?
Yeah, but the plague of gaff top, that's what it's been.
The plague of gaff top. So he wants to do gar. We're going to go look for gar tomorrow. We're going to call it right here and go relax. Thanks for watching and subscribing, guys, and I'll see you next time.